Look out, there he is. Hi, welcome. Monday night live stream. Welcome again to the eModels live stream. It's Ted, Chris, and Colin. You might see there's one missing tonight. Poor Foxx. Everybody say,
Lamekins.
Yeah, poor Foxx.
Poor little cherub.
Yeah, he's poorly sick. We've had a note from his mum, and it's been passed round. We have all read it, and he said he can't come into work today because he's sick. He's got toothache, so he's missing. He is in with the chat because he can't talky, but he can finger press.
Yeah,
can finger talk. Yeah, can finger talk. So we'll do without him tonight. We can manage. It means it gives us more time, and we might be able to get a word in edgeways and say things. So that would be it. Never mind. Yeah, Foxx is with us in chat, so that's it. We hope you get well soon, Foxx. We really do. Yeah. But tonight it's a different. As you know, we've sort of changing things around a little bit, and tonight it's quiz night. Last week it was bench type thingies. Was it bench? Did we do the benches last week?
No, that was the week before.
That was the week before. Then it was chatty. Then it's quiz night, and next week I can't remember, but never mind. Tonight is quiz night, so go get your pen and paper for all those questions tonight. We don't think we'll have dinosaur questions tonight because Foxx isn't in, so you might get a chance to get some done. So we'll spread the questions out between us, but in the meantime we'll do some terms and conditions, and I can't remember what they are. I think it's something like if you're not in chat and you want to be in chat, click on the chat link and get in there, and it's available on most platforms. Is that how it goes? Foxx has it's all written down. But remember, it's your channel. Keep things nice and civilized in the chat. We'll try and interact with the chat tonight. So if you've got something to say and you want us to see it, put it in bold or big letters. We'll try and see it. But otherwise, behave yourselves, all the moderators, and have you. Terms and conditions done. Over to Festa for a factoid.
Yeah. I'm just opening it.
All right, I'll do a quick intro then. If you're not watching on YouTube, make sure you are. If you can't see the real chat, click the buttons until you can. They'll be around on the bottom of the screen somewhere. Find the YouTube icon, click on it, find the chat, say hello. Because if you don't say hello, we don't know you're there. And if we don't know you're there, we won't talk to you. But I'm not going to read through all the names and that because, it takes ages and it's been going on for a long time. But if you're here, say hello. We might reply. We'll always talk to you anyway. But keep things going and get your pens and paper ready. And now Colin's had time to find his stuff.
Absolutely,
so we'll go over to Colin.
Mate. Cheers for that, Chris. and being that I'm Mama Fox's favourite. Sorry, Ted.
Yeah.
Ted's a bit bitter at the moment.
Yeah, we know.
He's been sulking and the bottom lip's been out, but on this very day, the science event was the space shuttle Atlantis docked with the Russian space station Mir for a mission that lasted until the 4th of July 1995. That included the exchange of Russian crew members. The docking tested a special module to one that was to be used to link shuttles with the International Space Station once it was completed. So that's the scientific fact of the day. Now, it's a scientific death. Now, there's a couple tonight.
Death of the week.
There's a couple tonight, so I will try and remain serious. Now,
oh yeah, right, that will work.
I pre-warned Chris, it's a couple of Russians tonight, so I'll have a go. On this day, in 1971, at the age of 38, the Soviet cosmonaut even, Viktor Ivanovich Patsavyev, sadly died, along with his other mate who was in the capsule, Vladislav Nikolaevich Volkov. Sadly, they met their demise whilst coming back into the Earth's atmosphere when a premature cabin decompressurization caused the death of all the crew. and they had no spacesuits at the time. It was therefore redesigned to accommodate only 2 crew from then on, but in spacesuits. So a sad day for the Russian space program, that was, mate.
That was, yeah.
I think I did all right with them names. I can imagine there's a
Yeah, we
certain
did,
guru that's going on Google looking at
must-
the camera.
I must say it's yeah, it was yeah, very well done this week. I think it was the Russian names are slightly different to this.
Yeah, I may have took the opportunity beforehand to just have a practice, just to see whether I could do it. Otherwise, I'd have chose somebody else.
Yeah, people are saying you did really well there,
Oh,
Colin.
thanks, folks.
It has been noticed that I'm in a different place to normal. I'm pretty sure
Yes.
that Foxx did have a quick run upstairs to check to make sure I didn't sneak in. We thought, as Foxx wasn't here, we'd do the next best thing and have
broadcasting
broadcasting live from Fox's room.
Yeah, well, we had to send
So-
you around because we know all the buttons are at Fox's house. So
What I should have done, Chris, is I should have got a screen grab of your place and put it behind.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
check
we'll
it
play
about
around with it.
There's always a next time.
yeah. So we sent Chris round to press the buttons from Fox's place, and he sneaked in through the window. That's why Foxx doesn't know he's upstairs.
Does that mean that at long last at Fox Towers, Ted, we've got someone who can competently do the buttons?
No, I'm there. So, no.
Right, let's pick on Fox night because he's not here.
Yeah, well, let's just don't bother with that box that's underneath the bed. Don't.
No.
But I am being told I should be wearing a hat or a baseball cap.
Absolutely.
But, I thought of that with a minute to go. I thought I should put a hat.
Who's
but I
doing
didn't,
his return to work interview next week?
Yeah, it will. He'll be having a return to work interview next week, and if he needs to, we'll send him to the occupational therapist for a bit of rehabilitation and get him back up and running. Yeah. So anyway, moving on. We're gonna have as I said, we're gonna have a go at the quiz this week. So if you've got your pen and papers ready, it's up to you guys out there, as always, to choose who you want to go first. Now, I think.
Yeah, I did ask before we went live. I put in the chat, who do you want to go first, and I didn't notice any answers. So
Yeah, so I've got sort of general knowledge questions. Have you got record breakers again this week, Chris?
Yep, I figured that was the easiest thing to do. I've just delved back into my Guinness World Guinness World Records 2020. It's called. Mm-hmm. It's not called the Guinness Book anymore. But yes, I've got another selection of. We've got 13 questions each. Yeah. So we thought we'd almost get 40. So we'll come up with a 40th question at the end. But I've
apparently
got world
Fox
records.
is having a boo-hoo and wibble because his bottom lip's looking like an half-inflated dinghy again because he's...
well.
So, Colin, what sort of question have you got?
I've got 13 easy icebreakers according to that.
All right. Oh well. Yeah.
What possibly could go wrong apart from reading out loud?
We've got Ted, the Button Man, which I assume is me. Guinness World Records. This is Ed's there, but Ted seems to. Oh no, I've got another vote for me. Chris goes first. Get the rubbish out of the way so the serious quiz can start after.
Oh, happy days! I've not been dropped in it straight away.
Yeah. There's no dinosaur questions this week, Paul, because nobody could spell them last week. The last time I had a quiz, and we had to make up the answers anyway. So yeah.
We've got another vote for Ted, so it looks like Ted's getting the lead. Ted's first.
Oh right.
Right. I'll click on Ted. Ted's locked on. We're locked on, Ted.
Okay,
it's
right.
Locked on classics.
Well, I've never been first before. That means.
Haven't you?
Yeah.
I've never kept track of who's been first.
Yeah, so. I can just sit back after this then and take it easy. I'll just have.
Yeah, well, I've still got to press the timer button, haven't I? Every time.
I'll
there
just
we go.
count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Right,
10,
hang about.
11, 12.
I'm ready with my
13.
answers.
We came prepared, honest.
Right. Yeah, I was just checking that. I didn't want to pinch any. I didn't want to give more questions than I was allocated. Right. My questions sort of. There's no particular theme to them. There's a couple of general knowledge questions, a couple of geography questions, TV and cinema, and then the rest are just whatever I picked off internet. So, right. Are we ready to go then? Is there a timer or a countdown?
I've got the timer ready to press when you finish asking your first question.
The first one is an easy one to start with. So, start for 10. Get your pens and paper ready. Remember, mark your own. Write down your own answers. Don't put them in chat because it spoils it for everybody else. Keep your answers to yourselves, and then when I've gone through all the questions, we'll go back and then before we move on to the next, we'll give you the answers, and then we'll see how many you get. So right, okay. What could possibly go wrong? Says Foxx.
Everything.
Yeah.
Right, okay. It's the first one, an easy one to start with. Which river runs through Paris? There we go. An easy one to start with. Which river flows through Paris?
I've started the timer,
Start
so
the timer.
we're ready. I don't do geography. Yeah. I feel like I should know it, but I don't.
I've been on it, so
It's
I've had
not
a
the
guess.
Thames, is it?
Lord Barkley says it's a fast one. It flows through fast. Ankylosaurus, said Foxx. No, it's nowhere near.
Yeah, that's just down the road from Boohoo and Wibbleosaurus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Paul said it's a wet one. It more saunters with a garlic shrug. Sprue and Glue says a smelly one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's your time up for the first question.
Right,
Yay.
I hope you got the right answer for that one, folks. Okay, the next one. We try to make these questions so that everybody can answer them. So for our American friends, how many stripes are on the American flag? How many stripes are on the American flag? Go. Have a guess. If you don't know, it's worth a guess. It must be a number.
I think I actually know that one. Did they change it? Or did they change the stars or something?
Changed the stars, didn't they?
They changed the stars.
Ankylosaurus is the answer to every question that cannot be answered with 42. Yeah, if you don't know the answer, just put Ankylosaurus. Ankylosaurus.
We just know that Fox in chat, when he said moist, leant forward to his microphone and said,
Yeah. No, he probably didn't. He probably said "M," and then his mouth hurt.
or
so he
better
stopped
still,
talking.
he went,
Graham says, Chris, you're completely insane. I don't know why, but not far wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Michael Jackman, red, white, or both. Yeah, the question: how many stripes are on the American flag?
3, 2, 1. Time up.
Okay. Another flag question. It's fun with flags this week. What colour are the vertical stripes on the Italian flag? Now, if you've been to pizza shop lately, you'll know this one.
Oh.
Yeah. What colour are the What colour are the vertical stripes on the Italian flag?
Grano Man says after. I don't know what that was for. What?
No.
All right. A couple of people are asking on your previous flag questions. They're saying red, white, or both for the stripes.
Yeah,
I think the number of stripes
I
would
take
be
it
total.
Yeah, it's the total number of stripes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. I should get a little buzzer noise that I could press.
Yeah, you need a little bell. You need one of them bells that they get on the
Me.
counter. Ding. Yeah. Right, where were we? Right, okay. Sort of a geography type question. Where would you see the Swiss Guard? Where would you see the Swiss Guard?
Okay. I can think of an obvious answer, but it feels like it might be too obvious.
Yeah, it could be. Modelmaking Guru says space. No, that's a space guard. Yeah, that's a Trump thing. That where they wear wearing those badges the same as Star Trek, aren't they?
Yeah, are the Swiss Guard the only people you can see from space, or something? Is that something different?
Yeah, could be. Yeah. I'm not giving you any clues. No clues in this one. Quite Man says over there.
Over there? Did you say over there, or did you say over there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stephen L. Harris says they're protecting the cheese.
Guarding the Toblerone, says Paul. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Time up.
Barney's Haute Couture and Diner just off Hancoats on a Wednesday. So, it's a Swiss guard, the guards with the multi-knives. They've got
yeah.
I
on
wonder,
parade, can't you?
I wonder-
At the ready.
I wonder if they get issued with rifle, rifle bayonet, Swiss Army knife.
Fixed.
Yep, I'm sure you do. But they probably just call it a knife.
Yeah, and the higher you get promoted, the more items you get on your knife.
Yeah, you get the one with the spoon on it and the fork and all
You
of
know.
that.
Yeah, you get the one with the thing for taking the thing out of horses' hooves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's lots of little implements that you don't know what they're for.
No, nobody knows what they're for.
Yeah, nobody does. Anyway, right, moving on now. We'll go to a bit of TV and screen questions. Right, what is the name of the second Bond film? What is the name of the second Bond film?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to turn around and look at my shelf, but I can't see it because my shelf's not behind me. So,
Yeah, just remember, folks, if you just come in, don't answer the questions in chat. Just keep them to yourselves. Write them down on a bit of paper, and then you can pass them to your partner to mark. So we'll see how many you get yourself. It's all for fun. There's nothing to be won in tonight's show. You can win a full bag of nothing.
Yeah.
So just keep.
is it a full bag this week?
Yeah, it's a full bag of nothing this week.
Cool.
Yeah, because we thought we'd double the price from last week.
Yeah. Zadster says James Bond 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, I don't think that was a real one. You've got 8 seconds, everybody. Quick, get writing or typing or
Could
whatever.
it be James Bond: The Return?
James Bond 2, Bond Strikes Back.
Yeah, James Bond,
Time's up.
the guru with the sore tooth.
That'd be the villain, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So it's the Bond.
Okay, continuing on the Bond theme then, how many actors have actually played Bond in the official series?
Oh, on the official series. That's a sneaky one.
Yeah, how many actors have played Bond in the official series?
I can't be bothered to work it out, so I'm going to guess.
Yeah. You have to think, because there'll always be one you forget. Oh, yeah, forgot him.
I was always shocked by one of the Bond actors, but that wasn't part of the original series, I don't think. So.
Yeah, well,
I don't think Foxx is right with 725.
yeah, that's the number of Doctor Who's.
That might be, yeah. That might be a little bit high. Everyone always forgets that one with the hair, yeah. And then that other one with the nose, yeah.
Yeah. And that the one that fell off the building.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big buzzer noise.
Okay, right. This one is a bit of a sci-fi thing.
Oh dear.
Yeah, because I do sci-fi. What year was the first Star Trek episode? You can have a guess at this. Is it really as old as you think, or is it younger than you think? What
year?
What year was the first Star Trek episode?
Okay. I know the name of it. Does that get a bonus point?
Oh no, yeah. You can put it down if you want, just to show that you're thinking of the answer. But yeah. If you got any working out to do, just put it in the column so we can see you working out as well.
Yeah.
And no rubbing out. Just put a line through it.
Yeah, and if we see any blobs of Tipex, your question gets
No pencil. Use black pen only, please.
Yeah.
And if you're using Google, you're only cheating yourself.
Yeah, and Mr. Wolf, can you put the calculator down, please?
Yes. Yeah. No texting your friends outside.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Buzz.
All right, moving on now to just a general knowledge questions. But another year, if you don't know, just have a guess. What year was the Chernobyl disaster?
Oh.
I know that eModels have got a kit out at the moment, haven't they, of Chernobyl firemen that's in stock. But what year was the Chernobyl disaster?
I don't know. don't know. It was later than the Star Trek one.
Yeah, it was a little bit after Star Trek, but actually not that far away.
No. But no. Don't know. Do spelling and grammar count, says Paul Lyons. Not in the number rounds, no. Ah, dear. 10 seconds.
Ian Thompson says they don't glow, do they? Yeah, you open the box and your figures, you glue them together and they glow in the dark ones. So
Yep. That's time up.
that's time up. Okay, right. General knowledge again, another guess the number question, but how high in meters is Nelson's column? How high in meters is Nelson's column in Trafalgar Square?
Oh, that's a good question. I like that one. I've got no idea as to the answer, but
I don't know whether this question relates to how is the column or how high is it to the top of his head.
I nearly put the answer in chat then. But it might be the wrong answer, so that's fine.
If you're American, answer it in cups. About an arm and a leg. Landon Preston said, "Who said let Ted go first?"
Yeah, so you should always start with the easy ones.
And yeah, these are the easy ones. Because I couldn't spell dinosaur. I didn't know how to. I don't have Google spell check, so I couldn't spell dinosaur.
I don't remember if I pressed the button, but there's no timer on the screen, so it's probably enough time now.
Enough time now. Yep.
I got distracted, sorry.
Okay, right. Finger poised over the button, Chris. Right, on a compass point, which is directly opposite southwest. So you have to think about this. Picture a compass,
Well, that's
which
easy.
is directly opposite southwest, as in north is opposite south, and south is opposite north, which is directly opposite southwest.
Graham says, Mrs. M says 4, but I think that was probably a different question.
Abe Lincoln says, "Sure way to take away my fun. I was got to use rods and chains and not cups. That's for the measuring the height of Nelson's
Oh
cup."
dear. Spid says about Nelson's column, he says, I know it's 8 times taller than Nelson himself. That's her ratio of 8 to 1.
Yeah, start the car. Start the car, Spin.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
Quick, let's write that down.
Right, I did press the button this time, and you've got 5 seconds remaining. 4, 3, 2, 1, and bell.
Yeah. Michael Jackerman says he just happens to have a compass in his hand. That's cheating.
Well, you didn't say no props.
Yeah, that's it. If you just happen to have a compass with you, yeah.
Of course, we've all got a compass in our
Yeah,
hand.
do you remember when you go to Clark's as a kid and you could buy a pair of shoes with a compass in the heel?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pathfinders, I think they were called. Yeah. Just in case you get lost getting home from school. Right, next question. According to Roman mythology, that is near dinosaurs, isn't it? According to Roman mythology, who was the king of gods? Who was king of gods, according to
King of gods. Roman.
Yeah.
Okay, I nearly put that in chat as well. Me, says Bones. No, probably not.
Yeah, yes, his answer was quite right. Yes, about the rods and the chains. Apparently, yeah, on the bottom of Nelson's column is actually a measure for checking the length of your rod and your chain.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good point. There's answer. Quite fitting.
Uh, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, You can get the rest. You know where they go down. Numbers,
Oh,
less, 1. And there's it, time.
Right, so we're into the final two, the penultimate question. Good word, that, isn't it? Penultimate. Right, what handheld games console marketed by Sony mirroring the mini version of the PlayStation console? What was the handheld console that was marketed by Sony that mirrored a mini version of the PlayStation console? Do you understand that? Get that? Good.
I sort of understand that, but yes, but sort of, yeah, okay.
What was the name of the console marketed by Sony that mirrored the mini version of the PlayStation?
Foxx and Dad are chatting in chat, and Foxx said hello to Dad after he'd already said hello, but Foxx says he's not 100% at the moment, much in need of sleep. And Dad said, I know, Foxx, that's why I didn't shout. It's not his ears that are hurting, it's his mouth. You can shout at him, that's okay. Just don't expect him to shout back. 17, 16, 15, come on. Foxx says there are 2, will you accept either? Nope, only the one.
Only the one that came up on the questions.
Probably the other one's the one you put down. Right, that's it, time's up. Last question then.
Right, last question. An easy one to finish with. And it's simple. What was the first? What were the first tea bags made from? Go. What were the first tea bags made from?
Well, that's easy, that one, isn't it? Right, okay. Time is going down. Well, while people are answering that question, we also need to know who you want to go next.
Yep. But before,
So
before
your choices are me or Colin.
We'll go through the answers in this round, and then we'll see how many you get out of 13. Then you can add them all up at the end, and award yourself a prize.
25 seconds. You've still got plenty of time.
Loads of time. You can write very slowly.
Do, 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 do. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is time.
Oh, right, pencils down, everybody. Thank you very much for your attention. We're now going to go through the answers with you. So if
Yes.
you can swap your papers around between the person below you or above you in chat.
That might take a long time.
What
kind of mug is that? Asked Foxx.
It's eModels mug, an eModels mug, eModels mug, eModels mug. Right, okay.
There we go. That wasn't a question. That wasn't the bonus question.
The answer to question 1, the question was which river flows through Paris. It's the River Seine.
Yeah, that's what I put. No, I put the water.
Yeah, Seine.
Yep, Seine, however you want to pronounce it, if you're a bit French. Hello.
I pronounced it water. Is that close?
Yeah, a wet one. The next question: how many stripes are on the American flag? What did you get?
I put
13.
15.
The answer actually is 13.
13 is the correct answer. I get a point.
stripes.
Yay, point.
On the
Points for me.
On the American flag. And what colour are the vertical stripes on the Italian flag? If you ever take any notice when you go for a pizza, they're all around the place, aren't they? Even the pizza.
No, I've gone for the standard red, white, and blue because most flags are.
Red,
Yeah.
white, and green.
Yes, actually, yeah. In no particular order: green, white, and red.
So I've got green, blue colour blindness.
Sounds like a bottom lip there, Ted, and an attempt to cheat, didn't you, mate?
Right. Okay, this one is: where would you see the Swiss Guard? People have said guarding the Toblerones and things like that.
Yeah, I
Vatican.
put Spain.
The Vatican is the right place. Yes, the Vatican.
I thought that after I
I
put my answer down,
Yeah.
I thought that, but
it's the worst uniform you could ever see issued, couldn't you? Would you like-
It's
with big bloomers and things. Was
that's
it?
right. And
What-
the old
what-
helmets, innit? With the old.
Yeah, wasn't it designed by the artist, the guy that painted the ceiling?
Oh yeah, that what's his name, bloke?
yeah.
Yeah.
Painted the Sistine Chapel, didn't he?
That's him. Yeah, whoever that was. Right. What is the name then of the second Bond film? What do you think of the name of the second Bond film? Any guesses?
I'll put From Russia with Love.
I put Casino Royale, but I don't think it's right.
I think Casino Royale was the first one, wasn't it?
I thought Dr. No was the first one, wasn't it?
No, it was Casino Royale. It wasn't official. Yeah.
Or was it the unofficial one that was first? Or
was that the unofficial one? Anyway, the answer to the second Bond film was From Russia with Love.
Ah, okay.
Yes, Paul Lyons got it right there. Russia with
I'm on a
Love.
roll tonight.
Yeah. You bet you don't get many on my answers.
Okay, and following on from that, how many actors actually played Bond in the official series?
I've gone for 6.
No, I've gone for 5.
Yeah, well, yes, because people were on about the very first one, weren't they? Was it Casino Royale? Was that actually official Bond? But I don't know. Anyway, the answer that I got from Google was 6.
Ah.
Yep.
See, because there was what's his face? Bob Holness did it on a radio thing.
Yeah.
And
that's Connery, Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody did mention
Lazenby, wasn't it? Dalton.
Yeah, I think they're referring to the official Bond films because
Yeah.
Bob Holness was mentioned in chat as well. Okay, what year was the first Star Trek episode then? To you, going back, is it really that far
I've
back?
put 68. I'm not sure. It's around there, but
I've gone for 1965.
Ooh, 1 year out, as they say on BBC.
66.
Yeah, 1 year out, 1966.
Yeah, I was thinking 66 initially, but then I thought, nah, that wasn't it. Okay.
Okay, that's that one done. And following on from that, how long after it? Well, when was Chernobyl? When was the Chernobyl disaster?
I've gone for 86.
I've put 80.
Yeah, Colin's on a roll tonight, you know.
Oh, it's 86.
1986.
Have you two been cheating? You comparing your
I
answers?
think you could see his answers. I'm just checking the angle
Yeah.
of the camera. I don't know. Have you seen the series on Sky?
Yeah, I watched it. I thought it was absolutely brilliant, mate.
It was fantastic.
It really
yeah.
was. It was quite poignant, actually. I think it was done really well.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, how they tried to hide everything first and stuff like that. But,
Paul Lyons says my run of correct answers has ended.
Yeah, we've taken it for granted since the end of the Cold War, haven't we? But that's what it was like back then, wasn't it? And it was,
what do you mean we've had an explosion? We never have an explosion in this factory, but it's just not there anymore. All right. Now then, how high in meters is Nelson's column in Trafalgar Square?
I've gone for 60 metres.
I've gone for 50.
Oh, Chris is, you're not too far out there, Chris. The actual answer was 52 metres.
I'm going to give myself a point for that.
Yeah, Mark said 52.
Yeah.
Yep, 52 metres.
Foxx said 86, but I think he was answering the previous question. But I'm going to consider that he's answering this one. So,
yeah, so 86 is too high. Right. On a compass, which point is directly opposite south-southwest? You have to visualise this one.
well, I'm saying north-northeast
Yeah,
because
that's
it makes
what
sense.
I've gone for north-northeast.
Yeah, that's it. The correct answer is, in fact, north-northeast.
Yes, yeah, everyone's got that.
And coming up to Roman mythology, who was the king of the god? Who was king of gods in Roman mythology?
No idea, mate.
I put Zeus. I don't know if that's Roman, but
Anybody in Chatland have a quick idea who the king of gods was? It's named after a planet.
we've got Zeus on all of them.
Cynical
but,
Steve. Yep, Cynical Steve got it
Jupiter.
right. Jupiter.
Yeah, I was going the other pantheon.
Right. The next question, a bit of a tongue twister. I should really not have had this one. What handheld games console was marketed by Sony that mirrored the mini version of the PlayStation?
The PSP.
Yeah, it was PlayStation Portable, wasn't it? PSP.
PSP. Yep, that was it. That was easy. That was too easy. PSP. PlayStation Portable. Now, finally, what were the first tea bags made from?
Tea.
Essian. With H.
With H. Oh.
I'm guessing it's not
I
tea.
would have thought of putting tea in bags. Mind you, it's a lot better than making a tea bag.
Fox said tea as well. I'm not an idiot.
Cynical Steve has got it right again. The correct answer was silk. Well done.
Ah, cool.
So if you mark your answers out of 13, see how many you got, then you can add them. You can times that. You can add them all.
I got 4.
4. I got 13. I did pretty well, really.
You've
Yeah,
done
well, you
really well
cheated.
there, Ted. I'm impressed, mate.
Yeah.
I'll see if you get 13 and mine.
Have a house point.
Right. Who would you like to go next? I can sit back now and just relax and look pretty on the screen.
Yeah, that's true. I've got to press the buttons as well and stuff.
Yeah.
Cynical Steve got 13, but he might be cheating.
Model
Michael
making.
Jackman got 11. Anders got 7.
Got 13 out of 13. Really?
Fox got 13 out of 13, irrespective of the fact that he put in a couple of his answers and they were wrong.
Yeah.
So I think there might be some cheating going on there.
Anders got 7. Michael Jackman got 11. Cynical Steve got 13. Kitchen Table Modeler, very good. 11 out of 13.
Tim Young has a modelling question.
Oh, God. Nearly fell over then.
I know, it's unusual. We might be able to help. I don't know. He's got some... I'll click off Ted. I'll click it on me for a minute. Modelling question. Got some little World War II US Army soldiers to paint and don't want to close the YouTube app. Which Humbrol colour would people recommend?
Oh, right. US Army. Humbrol colour. I think they do actually have a US Army olive drab, don't they? I haven't got my colour chart to hand, but yeah, there's plenty of options out there. And US olive drab would do the colour. Just having a look.
The Arthur olive drab. I've got.
Yeah, I haven't got any around, so... I've got no idea what Fox has got in his drawers behind me, so I'm not going to go rummaging through them because that'd just be rude.
On that one, I don't think.
Colin Man says he got all the correct answers, but unfortunately I asked all the wrong questions. So yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's a good one. We'll go with that.
Light olive. According to this, is Umbro 86 or 102.
Yep.
Better.
What else have we got? Olive grey. Yeah.
Jamie Bones come up with 116 US dark green, 117 US light green, or 66 olive drab.
Oh, there you go, mate. It is.
Model Making Guru says he wouldn't recommend any of them. He would just go with Vallejo or AKM Interactive Paint Set. Yeah, I think every paint manufacturer out there will make a specific colour for the US Army colours. It's just a matter of picking whichever one you fancy. But if you do have a stash of Humbrol colours, they'll be the ones to go with.
Absolutely, mate.
The real answer is whichever you like.
Yes, it's your models. Right. Who would you like to ask the next set of questions then?
I've seen a couple of Collins mentioned, so I think it's Colin, and Colin. Nobody wants my questions.
Yeah, do you want me to go then, Chris? Yeah.
Yeah, go on then, Colin. It's up to you. Over to you.
I'll click on Colin.
Yeah.
I just want to save the best till last. That's what it is.
Yeah, this is where people now go, cool, yeah, we've got the easy ones.
Yeah. Remember, everybody, just add your H's to all the questions.
Oh, yeah, anything that's got H, I'll let you know. Right, these are 13 easy icebreakers. So, number 1. Who was the legendary Benedictine monk who invented champagne?
I thought you said they were easy.
They are.
Yeah, I thought you said they're about ice, not champagne.
They are, mate. Dead easy.
I've just done a quick course on ice,
I've
and
got
now you're
that
asking
one
me questions
right.
about booze.
Well, I don't know. I'll have a guess.
Dead. Do you want me to read that out again, folks? Who was the legendary Benedictine monk who invented champagne?
Yeah, that was an easy one.
Patrick's asking, what's better, enamels, acrylics, oils, or lacquers? Whatever you're doing with them, each one has its own merits.
They all have their uses, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But for general painting, I always use acrylic because it's nice and clean. It dries quick.
Yeah. I mean, Zadster says they're the acrylics are the most practical because they cover a multiple of genres, don't they?
Yeah.
5 seconds for the next one. 4, 3, 2, 1, and there we go.
Happy days. Question number 2. Name the largest freshwater lake in the world.
Oh, it's that big one, isn't it?
Yeah, I've gone for Chris style easy questions this week.
Yeah, the ones like nobody knows. Yeah.
So for those who didn't get it, name the largest freshwater lake in the world.
Are oil paints toxic? Asked Patrick. Certainly oil paints are. It's just the carriers that if you spraying them or anything like that, it depends. If it's an oil mixed in, well, it becomes an enamel. But oils themselves are not toxic.
If you drink enough of them, they probably are.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't use them as toothpaste.
10 seconds. Zadster says I wouldn't eat them, but check what it says on the oil tube.
Yeah.
Speedy Q says Graham M. Official Bond count is right. Connery, Lazenby, Moore, Dalton, Brosnan, and the new bloke.
Yeah. Daniel Craig.
Okay. Right, time's up.
What was it? Question number 3. Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility?
I know that one.
Yeah, I know that one too.
That's probably everyone knows that one, I should think. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it now. Beep. The eagle has landed. Beep. Yep.
Why's Dave Cardboard said I name it George?
Yeah.
I don't know what that was in relation. Zadster says, don't know, where'd you leave it? This timer seems to be taking longer and longer every time I push the button.
It's probably slow. Have you checked?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there you go.
Abe Lincoln said it's a couple of blocks just down from Tesco.
Absolutely. Question number 4. What is someone who shoes horses called?
An horseshoer.
Yeah.
Nigel.
Yeah, shoes, not shoes. Shoes.
Shoes.
Yeah.
Shoes.
Puts the shoes on their roofs with an H.
Yes, yeah, it could be what you think, but it's not what you think. It's actually something else. What you caught me out. I nearly wrote the original. I nearly wrote what I thought it was.
I think I know what that one is as well. That's right.
Yeah, it's not the first thing that comes into your mind. It's the next thing.
All right. Dave Cardboard says you asked me to name a lake, and I thought George sounded nice. Speed says, "Oh, shoes." I thought you said choose.
Yeah, shoes.
I only know it in Swedish. Does that count? Says Anders. If we can.
If Chris can read it out, yeah.
Yeah, if we agree with the translation of it, then you can have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's 3, 2, 1, and 0. Time's up.
Yeah, chap who shoes horses is called Dave.
yeah, Dave. Question number 5. What item of clothing was named after its Scottish inventor?
That was the Brian.
Yeah, I know this one as well.
I have no idea, but if you don't know, you always guess. And they would say it's a good guess, but surely only the real good guess is the one that's actually correct.
Yeah, and it's not kilt.
But yeah. Cameraman says, "Could you repeat the answer?" No, not yet. We will, but later.
Good one, mate. I very nearly did then.
10 seconds.
Spinny Q said it's the haggis coat. Little known but popular from haggis hunting in the haggis.
Oh,
region.
yeah, you say to people, yeah, going to Scotland haggis shooting. Oh,
Yep,
really?
you've got chasing around a mountain.
Do you need a light?
Time's gone. Time has expired, so we're ready for the next one.
All right. Question number 6. What kind of weapon is a falchion? Spell Falchion.
Okay. I think I know that one as well.
Yeah, I think I said it right. Falchion.
Yeah, close enough, I think.
Close enough.
I'll try. I'll just have a guess, but yeah, sounds somewhat about that time. Yeah, Patrick's asking which is better, the Windsor Newton oils. They are good. I think we discussed this last week about the Windsor Newton oils.
With the MIG lines and the Windsor and Notes.
Yeah, the higher up the scale you go, as in expense of the oil paints, the better pigments you'll find. But if you really want to get into fine painting for really close-up work on larger figures especially, try the Absalom oil. So they're specifically made for painting figures.
That's it. Time's gone.
Rightio. Question number 7. Which word goes before vest, beans and quartet? Nice easy one.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed that. Can you read it again?
Yep. Which word goes before vest, beans and quartet?
Okay, yeah, that's an easy one. It's an easy one if you hear the question. If you don't hear the question, it makes it much more challenging.
Oh yeah, I got it now.
Did you just Google it, Ted?
Yeah.
You just saw that blindy's light just flickered at the moment.
I just had to write them. I had to write them down. Then ping, it came.
Write them down. Oh dear.
Does that little bubble come up with a light?
Are you saying that Ted just flashed you?
Foxx is saying theory. What he wants me to say? Theory.
Theory. What theory?
Yeah.
He's not here. Fault handles.
Tim Young said it's baked. Yeah, baked vest, baked beans. And
there we go. Time's up.
Question number 8. What is another word for lexicon?
Ah, yeah.
yeah.
Spelled Lexicon.
Yeah. I know the word. I can almost place what the word is, but I can't quite.
Yeah, I think I need a book to help me with this.
Yeah.
See what you did there, Ted. Nice play on words. That's just going fault handles.
Fork handles.
Fault handles.
Cashier number 3, please.
Michael Jackman said, tonight all is going to bed, he's all tired out. Good night, Michael. Thanks for joining us. If you want to pick up the rest of the quiz, you can pick it up later on when it goes live on to watch it.
Yeah, but you don't win the prize if you answer it later.
Yeah.
Fox says, isn't that a type of perspex? Not quite. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, buzzer.
Question number 9. Name the 7th planet from the sun.
No, I'll have a guess.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
For those that didn't get it, name the 7th planet from the sun.
Fox says, now I can see it. I appreciate you using the retro digital font for the timer. Yeah, because that's what can't. Well, I can, but the others can't see the timer. Yeah. That's why I have to do the countdown thing, so they know when it's run out.
I'll have to watch on catch up.
Proper old school, is it, Chris, with the old diamond edges?
It's better than that.
Dave Cardboard says when he was a lad, he had a game called Lexicon. I had that game as well. Didn't know how to play it.
Yeah. 15 seconds.
I think it was like Scrabbling cards, wasn't pen's running out.
3, 2, 1, and good.
Question number 10. Who invented the rabies vaccination?
Oh,
Yeah.
Spinny Q says, how do you pronounce the seventh planet? You need a lexicon to help you pronounce it.
Absolutely, mate.
Gary Rabies. Yeah.
One of the famous vaccine brothers.
So, see what he did there.
Da, da, da. 10 seconds.
Sprue and Glue said the professor who got bit. Yeah, his name was Rabies, wasn't it? Bless him.
Time.
Question number 11. What is the diameter of the Earth?
Oh.
Ooh.
In what units would you like?
Miles.
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 Because that's what
Diameter
the
in
answer's
miles.
in. And I don't know the other one.
Are we going around the edge or around the top?
Diameter. I'm not going to tell you what's radius and what's diameter, Chris.
Yeah,
Well, diameters are all the way through.
Yeah,
but
diameter
it's
is through the
different top to
middle,
bottom to it is
You've
to
also
the
got
edges. but-
circumference, don't forget, as well. So, yeah.
Well, that's the rounder bit, but that's different over the top as well. So
Absolutely. Yeah. So, what is the diameter of the Earth?
So the brother said twice the radius times Australia.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fox says bees.
Haven't
I don't know.
got a clue.
I know the circumference in kilometres. Well, you can probably work it out then.
Yeah, I was going to say these are quite hard for my normal range of questions.
They are. Yeah. 3 seconds. 2, 1.
I think you and
Time.
I think you and I must have been looking at the same web page today.
I've got a feeling we
Have you
might
both
have
you both googled the same thing, so you've all both got the answers? I feel left out here.
been. Yeah, general quiz questions. Oof, that'll do.
Sprue Glue says take it out off Colin so they can work it out.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, not the white balance. Right,
The light bounce.
time's gone.
Yeah, 2 times more shine, mate.
Ready?
Yeah. Question number 12. Which English town was a forerunner of the Parks movement and the first city in Europe to have a street tram system?
Okay.
Do you want that read out again, folks? Which English town was the forerunner of the Parks movement and the first city in Europe to have a street tram system?
Cynical Steve says, "What's your hat size, Colin?" I don't know if that's in relation to
My
the
hat
circumference
size
question.
is 59 or 60. This one's a 59 and the other one's a 60. So
Yeah, depends
What,
how
what are
long.
they measured in?
Yeah, depends whether there's a haircut or not.
which one?
Yeah, I don't think he's had a haircut.
Uh,
Colin's last haircut was 20 years ago.
I mean, I normally go for an average 59. It needs stretching. I've got an hat stretcher upstairs, so I just.
What is it? 59 what? Is it just hat size?
59. Is it centimeters or inches? I would have thought centimeters. Yeah, 59 inches is going to be like proper.
Yeah, it's going to be like 2.5 times the
elephant
size.
But yeah, 59.
Yeah, it might be a proper hat number. It might just be a hat thing. Time's up anyway while we're talking about this.
Yeah, that's a 60. That one.
Andrew Preston says, Chris's questions better be easy. Have you not seen these before?
How we doing for Harry, mate?
We're finished with times.
All right.
So
And last but not least, question number 13. In football, who was nicknamed the Divine Ponytail?
that's an easy one.
I don't know anything about football, so can I have another question?
In, in football, who was nicknamed the Divine Ponytail?
Paul says my hat size is 7 3/4. If anyone wants to buy me a hat, how's that 7 3/4 and Collins is 59?
I've got big.
That'd be like that big. What?
I've got big
That must
head.
be in different things.
Yeah, it's like when you go on Amazon to order gloves. It says, "What size gloves do you want?" Hand size.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got hand like a bunch of nanas, mate.
Hmm.
No idea about football, says Steve. No, me neither.
Yeah, 22 millionaires chasing a ball of air.
Pointy or round football, says Bones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Round football, mate.
Might be American football.
Yeah, round football. Soccer.
3, 2, 1, and that is the end of Colin's time.
Yeah.
Well, apart from giving you the answers, but yeah.
I'm glad I got the answers in front of me.
Yeah, I'm glad one of us have. Right, okay.
Rightio. Answers. Question number 1. Who was the legendary Benedictine monk who invented champagne? Our old mate, Dom Perignon.
Oh, yeah, I should have done that. I didn't do that, but
Probably
yeah. Okay.
said that wrong, but yeah.
Good old Dom.
Foxx is sitting there going, what did you say? Dom Perignon? Yeah. That'll do. Question number 2. Name the largest freshwater lake in the world, and that's a Lake Superior.
Yeah, I didn't get that right either.
Doing well, then, mate. Number 3. Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility?
I got this one right. That's
this
the
one
moon.
right.
That's on the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a point.
Tranquility Base.
Number 4. What is someone whose shoes horses called?
Oh, I think I know that one as well.
It's a farrier.
Is it a farrier?
Farrier.
Yeah,
Not,
It
farrier.
is? Yay.
not a blacksmith, a farrier.
Points.
Number 5. What item of clothing was named after its Scottish inventor?
Macintosh.
It's a
That was
Macintosh.
Jimmy Kilt.
Yeah, the Coke variety, not the computer variety. What kind of weapon?
Oh, hang about. Anders says it's Hobbs Lagra. I think that's probably right. That looks like it could
yeah,
be.
yeah, that's right, mate.
Yeah, you get a point for that.
100%. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, people are saying Ferrier and Macintosh, and yeah.
Number 6. What kind of weapon is a falchion?
That's a type of sword.
That's a sword.
I'll put an axe. No.
No, it's not. No,
Mate,
it's
give
different.
yourself a point for that. It's a bladed weapon, mate.
No, you can't. Axe is completely different to a sword. You can't have a point for
leave him alone. Stop bullying him. I'll tell
that. Not even
Gemma.
close. No.
Number 7. What word goes before vest, beans, and quartet?
Ted got this one.
String.
String.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Ted's t-shirt that for when he goes to the beach, isn't it? His string vest. and
Yep.
his
I
ankle.
am. I've actually got a pattern across my chest at the moment. 'Cause,
You're a bit of a tea bag, are you?
yeah, I was sunbathing the other day under the awning under the caravan, and the sun was over at one side, so I've only got suntan down one half of my body.
Number 8 was, what is another word for lexicon?
Dictionary.
Oh, well done, Ted. Number 9, name the 7th planet from the sun.
Neptune, I guess that, but I can't think he's right.
Yeah,
Nah,
I put Saturn.
Nah, it's Uranus, mate.
Right, I got them all wrong in the wrong order. Quanoman says, these questions are a lot easier to answer than the first time Colin asked. I'm racking up some points now.
Oh, good man. Well done, mate. Happy days.
Yeah, everybody's putting the answer into that question for that question and giggling at the same time.
Oh, yeah. I was speaking of not the 9 o'clock news with Rowan Atkinson when he was doing his spoof on the Star at Night. Patrick Moore. And it was like, yeah. Number 10 was, who invented the rabies vaccination?
I've got
It's John Vaccine.
Yeah, I've got a doctor.
Louis Pasteur.
Oh, right.
Pasteur.
Pasteur, yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Number 11, what is the diameter of the Earth?
I haven't got a clue.
It says here 8,000 miles, mate.
Yeah, I put 7. It's probably more than that.
Yes. I mean, if you want half a point for that, then Ted gets half a point.
No,
Yeah.
I don't go.
Yeah,
No.
it depends which way
I'm
you're
far
at.
enough out that I don't deserve a point.
Depends which way around you go.
Fish Fingers says Neptune and Uranus change places in their orbit
Oh, do they?
because So I might get a point for... No, I'm not going to get a point for that.
Which English town was a forerunner of the Parks movement and the first city in Europe to have a street tram system? That was
Manchester.
Oh, yeah, I've got,
Birkenhead.
I've got Manchester.
Oh, right. You put Manchester as well, Ted?
I put Manchester.
Cool. We should get a point because we've got the same answer.
Yeah, we'll share the points.
Yeah, all right then. And last but no means least, number 13, in football, who was nicknamed the Divine Ponytail?
That was the referee. No, okay.
No, it was Roberto Baggio of Italy.
Is it the umpire?
Yeah,
No.
Mark, yeah.
He was a
football.
player who had a very long ponytail.
People are putting it in chat as well, so it's obviously the right answer. And we just don't know
He
things.
famously missed a penalty in the World Cup final, and
Oh, well, cunningly, I got 4 points on that round as well. So
Yeah,
I did well.
missed the answer to number one. Who was the monk that made?
Dom Perignon.
I put Bollinger. Never mind.
yeah, it wasn't him.
I mean, he might have been his cousin, Ted, so you might be worthy of half a point.
Fox says, note how Fester can pronounce footballer names.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, mate.
Primetime got 5 out of 13 again. Quanaman got 13 out of 13 second time round.
Yeah, he's good at this. I have to be asking him to ask questions next time.
Yeah,
I think Fox is cheating.
Kitchen table model got 11 out of 13.
I think we'll be going round Foxes with the old moody pliers at this rate.
Yeah. Paul at Team Nep says Domino's Pizza. No, it doesn't. He says Dominic Pezza. It's close.
I thought it said pizza as well.
Oh, you know what that means?
Pizza.
You don't know, it's my turn to ask the questions now, and nobody can do anything about it.
Yeah.
Because
That's us
you know,
stumped now, isn't it?
because yeah. So you see, if I got 4 questions on each of those, and I'm obviously going to get 13 on mine.
Could
So
always ask in the chat, who would you like to go next?
yeah, I don't care. I'm just going to ignore them.
Yeah, you might want me to go again, but you're going to have Chris and like it or lump it.
He's very boisterous tonight, is that?
I got the buttons, and I think it's being in Fox's chair. It's filled me with a whole sense of responsibility and power and stuff.
Yeah.
So I shall ask the questions. Now my questions are from the Guinness Book of Records. Now although there are correct answers to them and they are specific answers, I've obviously got to give you a bit of leeway. I've gone for answers that are all numbers. Yes, they're all numbers, but you know, if you're close enough, you can get some points. Okay, I do expect correct answers, but I'll let you have it for a bit either way. How much either way, you can decide for yourself. So there we go.
Yeah, you've got to remember in this round that you actually get to know something that you may not have known before. Like, who knew last time we had a quiz that there was somebody that actually collected spatulas?
How many spatulas, Ted?
Apparently, there's 2 people. There's some bloke called Modelmaking Guru who's collecting spatulas.
Yeah, he's got a collection of about 7 now, I think.
Yeah, he's on the road to challenge that person to own the most.
I think she had something like 16,000 or something. But
Yeah. So if you've got a spare spatula, let us know.
I'm being told off for not wearing a hat. No one sits in my chair without a hat, says Fox.
Right. Anyway, we'll now go over to Fox's studio where Chris is standing in for Fox tonight.
Yes. Right.
And about to go.
Hang on. I don't need the keyboard anymore because I'm not typing answers.
Yeah, have you got?
I need the button for the timer.
Keyboard that does that.
Yeah. Right.
Ted disappeared.
My first question from the Guinness Book of Records 2020. So no correctness is assumed of anything. I need to know the height in metres of the world's tallest tree. It's easy. It's just, a tree. How tall is it?
Yeah.
I don't need to know anything about its name, its colour, its flavour. Just how tall in metres.
This is a round where I won't score any at all.
Yeah, because you've got that newfangled decimal thing, Ted, that's only been in since 1970.
Yeah, that's exactly it, because I can look at something and say, oh, that's 33 feet tall. Oh, what is that in metres?
Yeah, you go to the local DIY place, I want a 6 foot by 3 foot 3 door, and they're like, how many millimetres?
Yeah,
if you want to write it down in whatever units you like, convert it afterwards, but don't cheat.
Do you have a piece of 4x2? Sorry, sir, we don't sell that anymore.
Yeah. How about a bit of 2 before then?
Yeah. 10 seconds. You lot know the number. You get the numbers on the corner, but it's only these two that don't. So I don't need to tell them really when they get into the end, because that's the end of the time. There we go. Right, question number 2. Question the second. The tallest waterfall in the world. The height of the tallest waterfall in meters as well. Yep. For some reason, I wrote the tallest waterfall, but it is actually the tallest. Honest.
Yeah. What we'll do at the end of this round is everybody can add up all the numbers, and then whoever's closest to the total that we've got.
Well, some people know these things, but you know, if you don't know it, then you might learn it afterwards. I think she had something like 16,000 spatulas.
Yeah,
I can't remember the exact number though, but it was quite a large number.
Yeah,
add the numbers up, and that's the amount of spatulas we sent to Foxx.
yes. Well, Foxx has only got something like 6,424 to go now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's getting close. You move my windows around a bit so I can still see the chat. It's that big Californian redwood one with the tunnel running through it. I think that was in relation to the tree rather than the waterfall, because otherwise you'd get wet.
Oh yeah, was it a Model T Fold driving through it or something?
Yeah, Paul says he thought it was the 1,600 spatulas, not 16,000. It might have been. It might have been much lower than I expected.
Oh fuck,
There we go.
easy beat that, mate.
Right, question number 3. The largest deep water coral reef. Now this is a different one. I need your answer in soccer pitches, please. Because I know you lot don't like metres squared and things like that. So your answer in soccer pitches. How many soccer pitches would be the area of the largest deep water coral reef?
I think we can say we're going to get about 0 in this one, Ted. Mate?
Well, you might get close. If the answer was like 700 and you put down 800, would that be close enough, or would it have to be within 50 or within 10, or I don't know.
Well, I'm just thinking of a number and adding 2.
Damn, I wish I'd thought that.
16,000 spatulas is just silly, says Cynical Steve. Yeah, that would be. 1,600, perfectly normal, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. So Foxx hasn't really that many to go then.
No, he's almost there. In fact, yeah. That's the time up.
It's come down quite significantly. So yeah.
As Esther says, 157,000 square spatulas. Yeah, no. Yeah. Right, next question. What was that? This is number 4. I need the length of the largest horned toad in centimetres, this one. You can do it in metres if you like, but centimetres is what it's actually recorded in. So, yeah. I don't know anything about football. 23 Wembley, says Cynical Steve. I don't know yet.
Yeah, the size of football pitch, does that include the terraces, or is it just the grass?
I think it's just a bit between the goalposts, isn't it? It's that sort of size. I mean, as their numbers, they're all guessable. It's not like, naming a city or something, because you can't just make up a word for a city, but you can just make up a number. It might be right. Still got 20 seconds for you to answer the question to that. The largest horned toad. Horned toad or horny? Horned. With a horn, not is
How
a
big's
horn.
the horny toad? They're a bit bigger now. That he's not. Now he's. Yeah, never mind.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, question the 5th. The loudest animal sound. Now, everybody knows, of course, that it is the sperm whale. Makes the loudest sound of any animal. How loud? What is the number in decibels of the noise made by the sperm whale?
Yeah. How loud's the? How loud is a loud decibel? Right?
How loud is loud? Yeah. 1 million loud, says Paul.
Oh, we're allowed to just put very.
Very is an answer, but it's not the correct answer. Or it is the correct answer, but it's not, because I asked for a number of decibels.
It creates a bit of a din.
Yeah. Now people think that the sound of a sperm whale is relaxing, so can't be that loud.
Should probably not if it's in your ear. No, it's probably too loud. All the volumes. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. That was that one. Right, the next one's an easy one. You'll get the next one. The next one's easy. Right, so the next easy question, number 6. How old was the oldest person to cycle from Land's End to John O'Groats at the time of doing the cycling bit, in years and days?
So it's probably more than one.
More than one, yep, because they could actually cycle.
Probably less than 100.
They didn't need their parents' permission to go out and cycle that distance.
Yeah,
For non-UK viewers, that's basically the entire Britain thing, England thing from top to bottom, not England, UK, from top to the bottom, the furthest north and south points. Quite a long way, but not as long as, obviously, if it was America. But there we go. Yeah. Sadster says, pardon, can't hear you over the noise of this whale. 15, 14, 13. Foxx says, for Americans, that's from your house to the store. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's time on that. Right, number 7. How heavy was the heaviest blueberry? A single blueberry, how heavy was it in grams?
Oh, not tons then.
Not tons. Well, you could do it in tons, but you'd have to put quite a few zeros in because it's a blueberry. You know what a blueberry is? It's yeah. So the heaviest blueberry recorded.
That's blue.
And very is not another answer that you can put down.
Pretty heavy.
Pretty heavy, yeah. In Earth years, says Fishfingers. Yes, all answers are in Earth units. Depends what, people might be putting things in chat that aren't in Earth units, but
It was too big, so it travelled at the speed of heavy.
Speed of heavy. In grams. No, not in what? 5 seconds for your answer. Quick. 3, 2, 1, and that's time up for that. Right, another easy to work out question. The most ice cream scoops placed on a cone, they must have stayed there for 10 seconds as well. How many ice cream scoops were placed on a single cone of ice cream?
I think I'll have a go at this tomorrow.
You could have a go at this tomorrow, but I think the number's probably going to be higher than you would expect.
Because it could be a good day to do it tomorrow because it's going to be cold. But if you tried to do it last week, you wouldn't get very many on there. Yeah,
I don't know if it counts if you keep putting them on and it melts before you put the next one on. That's probably not accounting. So yes, how many ice cream scoops is the record for placing onto a cone?
Probably a lot, but not as many as you think. But how big was the cone?
Cone sized. Yep.
Yeah. Is there a standard measured?
There probably is a standard measure of cone and scoop.
Guinness Book of Records.
It's probably an officially recognised scoop size. Yeah.
An EU approved standardised cone.
Paul Lyon says, just imagine the size of the flakes to go with it.
And did it have hundreds and thousands? Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yep.
Right, that's that. Right. Next up, number 9. The most apples sliced in 1 minute whilst juggling with knives. So you've got to be juggling. I don't know if they're juggling the apples and the knives, or if they're just juggling knives and then grab an apple and slice it while they're juggling. The book does not relate, but you just have a mental image of people slicing apples while juggling knives. You've got a minute. Off you go. How many apples can you slice?
It's the next question, how many fingers have been lost whilst juggling?
Yeah, now that's probably something I'm not going to try tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, I would advise not trying that.
Yeah.
Also, the next question I would advise not trying tomorrow.
Yeah,
either,
don't ask Foxx to do it because, he cuts himself.
No, that would be, as Bruhenglu says, a stabity question.
Yeah.
13, 12, 11, 10 seconds. No, you had a minute. You could have done it in that time. Since I asked the question, you could have done it. How many apples could you slice while juggling? 2, 1, 0. That's it. Right. Next question, number 10. One I again would not advise you to try tomorrow. The most ascents of Everest by a single person. How many times has a single person climbed Everest?
I'm doing Everest at the moment. I'm climbing Everest at the moment.
Yeah, you're doing
Yes.
your walking thing, ain't you, Ted?
Yeah.
You are? You're back out walking it again?
Yeah, my Everest challenge. I'm climbing Everest as we speak. But look. There could be a sneaky one. This, yeah, it could be because there's people go up Everest all the time.
Yeah.
And actually, have you ever seen the queues for Everest?
I watched a documentary about it. Actually surprised me, to be honest.
I assume you've got to be socially distanced.
And the amount of litter as well. It was quite shocking.
You actually have to book to climb Everest to go up it, but there are queues at the bottom, like
That's really scary.
like you do. At the moment.
You get to the summit. It's quite orderly, isn't it, with people?
Zadster says 174 by a bloke who got his braces stuck on the flagpole. Yeah, no, but yeah. Right. That was that one. What was that one? That was that one. Question the 11th. Right. This is a slightly more convoluted question. The highest share value ever recorded on the stock market thing, it was for Yahoo Japan. And how many yen was a single share worth at the highest recorded rate?
Oh.
I do have answers in dollars and pounds as well, but the number I'm after is yen because it's nice. I think it was at the exchange rate at the time and things, so you know, all I've got is an answer. If it's wrong, it's not my fault, as any of these, you know. I don't research them, I just look them up in a book. So how many yen was the share value of Yahoo Japan when it was at its highest? Paul has been answering 1 million to all of the things, and he's just realised that it might be about right. 8 cups, says Foxx. 16, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10. Isn't it a 3 or 4 year wait for Everest?
Yeah, there is.
Probably not in the queue, but...
Yeah, like we have to queue at the moment to get into Tesco. There's that actual queue at the bottom of Everest. Next place.
Right, my penultimate question, number 12. The number of people using VR displays in a single venue at one time. How many people were there in a single venue using VR displays at one time?
And they never knew there was anybody else. They thought they were all there themselves.
Virtual reality things, you know, not I don't know what other VR could mean, but that's what it means to this.
Team Inept says 1 million nerds.
Yeah. Be great to own the camping and climbing shop at the bottom of Everest, says Esther. I should think the people going there probably have what they need. I don't think they turn up in, shorts.
It's like going camping, isn't it? You always forget something, like a tin opener.
Yes, true. Damn it, I forgot me rope.
Yeah. Who got the tin opener? Oh, I thought you brought it.
Ah, dear. Alright, you have 12 seconds left on this last but one question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. And my final question of the evening. I know you've been waiting for the final question, so you can get onto something more interesting. Question 13. The longest distance swum by a robot on a single set of AA batteries. How far did the robot get on a single set of AA batteries?
I would think, being electric, it probably didn't get very far. Yeah, plop.
Paul is going to say 1 million. 1 million distances, he said. Yeah. There you go. I knew it was going to be something. Yes. So yes, how far? You can put it in. It's in international units, so in meters, kilometers, whatever you prefer. But that's that's what we need.
If I put the number, then put miles or kilometers.
Not miles. You can do meters or kilometers, but miles would be confusing because that's not a standard unit.
I'll just cross out miles then.
Cynical Steve says, my Aquazoid did 200 lengths of the bath. Well, measure that and work it out what that would be, and then figure out if you think it could go further. 2, 1, and 0. That is the end of your times. So,
that's it.
go back to the top of your questions and answers, and I shall give you the correct answers. Right. For the first question, the tallest tree. The height of the tallest tree in metres is 115.85 metres. Anyone get close?
I put 113.
80 is what I put. I think that's wrong.
Yeah, so,
If Ted's telling the truth, he can definitely have a point for that.
yeah, I did. I didn't put kilometres or metres or anything. I just put the number, and then.
Well, I did say in metres, so I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh well, I've got a point. Yeah, I've actually got one.
Yeah.
Chris's points. Yeah, I'm going to go on about this.
Okay then. Question number 2 was the tallest waterfall. What have we got for that, Ted?
420.
420 metres.
126.
The correct answer is actually 979.
Oh, so I'm close.
So, no, I don't think you're close enough with that
Yeah, I
one.
think I got that one wrong then.
It's almost a million millimetres, says Paul. Right, number 3. The largest deep water coral reef in soccer pitches. How many do you think?
20.
96.
14.
Oh,
I might have got that wrong as well.
close. Close, but no coconut. Paul Lyons said he put 1,000 metres for the height of the waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty close. I'll give you a point for that, definitely. Right, the largest horned toad.
11 centimetres.
35 centimetres.
20.
Oh. Well, I've got one. I've got the first one right.
You've got one right. Yep. Yeah. Right. Question 5. The loudest animal south, the sperm whale. How many decibels?
200.
119.
236.
Wrong.
So yeah, I think Ted counts as being close enough for that.
Well, do I get a point then?
Yeah.
I'll give you a point for that. Yeah, close enough. Yeah.
I'd frame that page if I was you, Ted, and land
Well,
it.
200 is close
I'm going
enough.
to talk
That's-
about this for weeks now. The time I got 2 questions right in Chris's...
And that's only in the first 5.
Yeah,
That's
but
like 50%.
We got to see it hanging from his loft ceiling there in the background next week.
250, said Paul. That's close enough as well. Yeah, you get a point for that, definitely. Right, number 6. The oldest person to cycle from Land's End to John O'Groats in years and days. What's your guesses, people?
67.
I've got 103 years and 18 days.
Well, the correct answer is 85 years and 291 days. So nearly 86.
Might have got that wrong then.
So, yeah, not terribly close, but pretty... you know.
But is that his age when he started or when he finished?
Yeah.
If you're counting it to days.
I don't know. But, yes.
No.
Right. The heaviest blueberry in grams.
30.
460.
15.
Oh, but I measured. I wrote down the twice. It got weighed twice.
I think I might have got that one.
Mark got there close. 17. Yeah, that's close. What kind of mug is that, says Fox. I don't think my buttons work. I'll try hang about.
eModels mug, eModels
Yep, it
mug,
does work.
eModels mug, eModels mug.
And that's what sort of mug it is. Right, that was that. Okay, question number 8. The most ice cream scoops on a cone.
20.
26.
Oh, very, very far away, actually. It's 125.
That must be some big cone. Yeah, I wouldn't think that many cone. How many?
That
scoops?
can't be a standard cone, can it?
I
Ted?
think it's a standard cone, standard scoop.
Can't
And
be a-
they just make some sort of arrangement so it goes out and comes in and... yep.
Yeah, I can't see you stood at the ice cream van getting 100 and...
Yeah, I can't say, can I have 125
Be even
scoops,
better if
please?
there was a flake in every scoop.
Yeah.
That might help with structural integrity.
Yeah.
It might hold it together.
Yeah, is it one of them ice cream parlours where you go in and there's loads of different flavours? Which one would you like, sir? All of them.
Yeah, you stand there and go vanilla when there's like...
Yeah, have you got vanilla?
Fox says my tooth hurts just thinking about it. Sorry, I didn't think of that.
Oh, lambkins.
Oh dear. Right, number 9. The most apples sliced while juggling knives in 1 minute. How many apples?
40.
10 and 1 finger.
Colin definitely gets a point for that. The answer is 36.
Oh, mate, I'm having that.
You're definitely having that. That's well
Oh,
close
mate,
enough.
I've got one of your questions right. It's first time ever.
Yeah, well, I've got 2 right.
It's a sense of pride, Ted, isn't it? It makes you feel quite...
I'll have to find some difficult ones for next time.
If only Foxx was here, we could have answered some dinosaur questions.
Oh, yeah, we'd have been all right, wouldn't we, eh?
Huh? We'd have been on a roll.
So, you're not going to try that one tomorrow then, Ted?
No, I'm not going to try that one tomorrow.
Okay.
No.
Right, number 10. The most ascents of Everest.
The kitchen ceiling's not high enough anyway.
Most ascents of Everest. How many times has this single person been up Everest?
Probably
18.
Probably a Sherpa, and I'm thinking 15.
How many did you say, Colin?
18.
Yeah, I don't know if you're close enough. 22.
Oh, yeah, I'd say that's close, wouldn't you?
Do you reckon that's close enough?
Does it-
If you're happy giving yourself a point for 18, then
Oh,
give yourself
mate,
a point.
I'm more
by all
than
means.
happy, mate. 'Cause mate, when it comes to your questions, points, mate, prizes.
Paul Lyons put in 20. That's definitely close enough.
Does it say?
Mark says 5 and Andrew says 7. So no, they're not close.
Yeah. Does it say who it was by any chance? Would it have been a Sherpa?
It has got a name. Yes, he was a Sherpa. Yeah. Right. Question 11. The highest share value for Yahoo Japan in yen. How many yen was Yahoo Japan worth per share?
350.
32,000 yen.
Yeah, you both don't get a point for that. Anyone in chat want to have a guess before I read out the correct answer? 100 million, says Mark. Please be a million, says Paul.
Paul's desperate for it to be a million.
16,000, says Paul Lyons.
111 to 12? No?
Yeah, no. 250 billion. The correct answer in yen is 167,899,136. Which actually equates to approximately 1.5 million US dollars or 943,000 pounds.
Oh yeah, so Paul
Per
could be,
share.
Paul could be right there with $1 million.
So no, it's 167 million. That's not close.
Got the
No, you
word
can't have that.
million in it. I mean, Paul is clutching at straws here, and I think he deserves a point just for being Paul.
No, minus points for being Paul.
Tried, Paul, mate. Tried, mate.
I was 2 yen off, says Fish Fingers. Yeah. Right, the most people using VR displays in a single venue?
I put 350 again.
150.
Yeah, you don't win that one either. It's 1,867.
Not a million.
Not a million, no. So Paul didn't win that one either.
Oh, mate, come on. you got to give him a point, mate. He is your
No,
friend.
only if he deserves it. Fox said 6. So no, he was wrong there as well. Right, my last question. And indeed the last question of this evening, apart from our bonus question that we'll have to come up with but to make the 40. The longest distance swum by a robot on a single set of AA batteries.
28 kilometres.
5. Yeah, 5.
3 kilometres is the correct answer.
Oh.
I think you might have got that wrong.
5 kilometres. So. Yeah.
5 is that's nearly twice the distance. I don't think you get a point for that. It's not that close.
Hey, mate, I'm happy. We got 2 of Chris's questions right, Ted.
Yeah, I got 2. Yeah, did you know I got 2 questions right in Chris's
You got
question?
2 right. Yeah, we're certainly close enough for that. Yeah.
That means,
Right. So have we got has anyone got a final question?
Let's see if I can open up my quiz. Let's have a
I can just flick to a random page in the book if you like.
No. Let's have a look and see what we can come up with. Yeah, I'll do one about the arts if you want.
We haven't got a dinosaur question. Have we?
What is the
Fox would like a
painting?
dinosaur question.
kitchen table modeler said you got 2 out of 13. Mark got 7. Paul
Fox
Lyons-
says, "Can I do a bonus question?" So should we let Fox do a question? in
Yeah,
chat?
it's going to be a dinosaur one, isn't it, Fox? Go on.
It probably will.
Right.
Okay, so Fox is going to do a bonus question in chat. Just one question with an answer, and I'll give him the timer as soon as I see the question appear. Final question. What number comes after 999,999? You have a whole minute to answer that question because I've already pressed the button.
That was very clever, Paul.
No, that was...
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Fox will give the question in a minute. I'm sure he will.
Yeah, go on.
Lost it.
There we go. Bonus question.
Petrosaurus was an ancient reptile. Which ability did he have? Petriosaurus. Is that how you say it? Petriosaurus was an ancient.
I'm sure it's
reptile.
probably a silent P, so it's probably just Pterosaurus.
Pterosaurus.
Telekinesis, says Paul.
Redland says flight.
Is it invisibility?
Dave Carbot says lasers. Paul Light says flight.
Swim.
Team Rip says the force.
Tree climbing. Had wings. The
Pterosaurus.
ability to make a P sound like a T.
Pterosaurus. It had wings. The ability.
There
to
we go. Time is up.
Candygram says it had the ability to make a P sound like a T.
Can we have the correct answer, please, Fox? Well, I'm assuming it's flying, but it probably isn't. We're waiting for Fox's answer. He should have put it in early.
Ian said it got a round in. Correct.
Correct answer.
Correct answer.
It had the flying.
Yeah, flying.
Yes,
It was.
so we were correct.
Yeah. Is that like a pterodactyl then?
Yeah, but a pterodactyl, yeah.
Or is that?
But they weren't, or something. I don't know. They weren't dinosaurs or something. Someone said something. Anyway.
I'm not quite sure on all these dinosaurs because they tell you one name one year, and then the next year they say, "Oh no, we thought of a different name for it. We'll now call it something else."
Right. So, how many questions? How many answers did everybody get correct?
Yeah, I think they already told us.
Obviously, I got all of mine right, so I got 13 from that, 4 from Ted's, and 4 from Colin's. So I got 21.
24. Got 9, 2, and 13.
21.
Oh, pretty close then.
Each table modelist we got 25 out of 40. Prime Time said we got 11 out of 40. Skipper Ted.
Fox is saying all of them.
Yeah, I don't think he
there
did.
might be a recount required on that.
Fox got the bonus question wrong. Yeah,
Fish Fingers got 11 out of 40.
Paul got 1,000,000 points.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Right.
Matt is metal detecting said, I just failed, must try harder. Yeah, you need to get in earlier, but you can run back as the streamer. You can play this as many times as you want, and then you get all the answers right.
If you play it 5 or 6 times, you might get some more right.
Yeah. Sandy Ball said, you got all the questions, just not the answers.
Yeah.
Anders has stopped counting. 27 out of 40, says Mark. Cynical Steve got 26. Well done. Great.
We timed that exceptionally well, actually, didn't we? It's just gone half past. Although we do have one more thing to do.
We have one more thing we've got to do before we go, mate.
There is one more thing, isn't there? Are you ready for the thing?
I am, mate. I've got it already.
I'll lock it on you, so
done,
you can do the thing live on the telly. There you go.
We've got ourselves a giveaway for you this week, folks.
Giveaway.
It's giveaway times. Yeah.
Giveaway time.
So you're gonna share screen, are you, mate? I need to do that, don't I?
Yeah, you need to do that because it's you that's doing it. So yeah.
Yeah, closing the big button, Cole, that says share screen, mate.
I've got a question I've got a question that they can comment on after this. Yeah, go on. What are we giving away this week then?
We are giving away, or eModels are kindly giving away, a 1/48 scale Airfix BAC electric or English electric Canberra aeroplane. And it is kit number 10101C. And it does look a pretty nice piece, Ted, to be quite honest.
It looks nice. I like it.
That is quite nice box art, that, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's funny, I was having a little shufty through this. And there are some pictures further along of the built plane. And I must admit, it's one of them that you can
And the
look
wings
at.
have got an unusual shape to them. They
Yeah,
look nice.
it's quite intriguing, isn't it?
It really looks, it's very fixed. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a feeling it's one of their. I think they might have been and done their molds because I've got the Motorhead Bomber one coming. And yeah, it's like
Yeah.
So that's the giveaway for this week, folks. A 48 scale BAC/EE Canberra 231 Squadron And we've got to think, Ted, on Chris, of what we need people to...
My idea would be this week, if as it's been a quiz week, if you were on Mastermind, what would be your specialist subject?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know. It could be humorous, it could be serious, anything you want. Let us know. Just comment what would be your specialist subject on Mastermind.
Absolutely. And you can win yourself a 1/48 scale English Electric Canberra.
Cool. That's it.
Happy days.
Yeah, and we'll pick the winner next week. So comment when the video is rendered and comes live onto YouTube later on. You could just click and answer.
Foxx is putting in dinosaurs.
Yeah, not in there. Don't put it in there. Put it in the comment underneath the video.
Just can't get the staff, Chris, can we, mate? You've explained it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Mama Foxx needs to give him a clip round the ear and send him to bed early.
That might knock his tooth out as well. That might.
I can imagine him now. He's laying next to his mum with his head on a cushion. She's going, "Oh, don't worry, nasty toothy."
Yeah.
Is he like? Do you think he's laying on the sofa with a blanket over him?
Oh yeah, you can imagine him been there with the cushion and the wet towel and all of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mum,
Bottle of Lucozade in the plastic.
Bottle of Lucozade, yeah. And a bowl in front of him just in case he's sick.
Oh yeah, all of a fluster. Oh Mum, make it go away.
Yeah. And did he phone in work this morning? Hello,
Yeah. Put on his gripey voice. Oh, Ted, I
don't feel well.
Yeah. He was typing in a gripey type.
Yeah, it hurts when I do this. Well, don't do it then.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, we hope that Foxx will return next week. In which case, I'll obviously have to move out of his room and go back to my own. But yeah.
Yeah, has Mum come up? Has Ma Foxx come upstairs yet to peek through the door? And
she hasn't. I haven't heard her at all. No. I've tried to be very
quiet. This is
quiet.
where you could mess with his OCD and just turn one of the labels on his paints the wrong way.
Yeah, or move his posters around.
Yeah, or put a bottle out of sequence in numeric.
I could hide Guthorn. I could take him away.
Absolutely, mate.
Yeah. Anyway, before as we're all nipping round to Fox's house now to turn it upside down and rearrange his workshop, we'll leave it for now for this week. We do hope you've enjoyed the quiz night. I think next week it's back to normal, just for a chat and a chinwag and get together for next week.
Oh yeah. Paul Lyon says, imagine what Mama Foxx would say if Colin was in there. I think I would get extra biscuits with my tea because I'm Mummy's
social distance hugs.
Yeah.
Grant Mitchell says, just move things by an inch or two. He'll know something's off, but not what.
Yeah, just lower his seat. Yeah, that's it.
Just enough. Put an air horn on it and raise it up, so when he lowers it down, it just jets the air horn off.
All right. Anyway, we'll be back next week. Hopefully, all of us. But until then, thank you very much for joining us and being with us tonight for our quiz. We hope we didn't tax your brain too much. Obviously, we didn't.
As Foxx is saying, I'd definitely get a brew with an extra hobnob.
Obnobs.
Obnob with an H.
Obnobs.
4 biscuits.
Right. Yes. Right. Before this develops any further, we'll leave it for tonight. Until next week, we'll see you all again. Same time, same place, same back channel. So until then, good night, everyone.
Good night. Thanks for tuning in.
Ta-ta for now.